man. I wouldn't even consider some of my colleagues my friends, and I see them every single day of my life.
Whoa.
Everything looks good? Everything looks good?
Let's go.
Wait, we need you to clap.
Clap what?
Clap so it starts.
Why must you clap?
Just clap, man. It's the professionalism.
No, you need to do that.
No, but since you're the cameraman now, I want you to clap.
And then who is going to do?
You do that. Yeah, do it.
Do it. I'll be ready. Once you do that, I'll be ready. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Off Script, the most authentic podcast in the whole world. You're here today with Anon.
Don't forget your man Rush.
Rook, but not crook.
How
you not doing?
How's everyone doing today?
Alhamdulillah, very well. How
It's a weekend,
you doing?
it's a weekend special.
What's a weekend special?
Yeah, it's something that you have to do differently as what you do during the weekdays.
And what's that? What are we doing different this time?
Can be anything. Can be watching sports. Can be visiting friends. Can be visiting some. Don't know. Anything that is not that you don't do during the weekdays.
It's too hot to do anything in the weekdays. It's summer. We're in the middle of the summer. It's too hot. I just want to stay at home with the AC blasting on me. I don't want to do anything.
Well, if it's too hot, then you can go to the beach.
And then get sunburned like a fried potato.
Or you can stay indoors and watch some telly programs
with my friends.
Do you usually tend to watch things alone? Like, what's your routine like on a weekend? So you're watching sports, you watch it alone with your cup of coffee?
Yeah, coffee is my companion.
Whoa, hold on.
We share some experience,
You watch things alone?
Yeah, it depends whoever's there.
But I swear you've got like 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Who, me?
Yeah, you do have 1,000.
No, that's rumors.
No. I saw it last
Rumors
night.
had it.
I will link your TikTok in the comment section, but I'll leave it. I don't want your privacy to be exposed, but you have 1,000 followers. You're telling me from 1,000 friends.
Yeah.
You watch things alone. Like, where are your friends then?
They are some imaginary. We haven't met. I don't even know them.
You don't know them?
Yeah.
But they're always putting hearts in the comments. They're liking your pictures.
You know, that Korean heart. Yeah, that's what they're putting.
The evolution of the heart now. It came from red. Now it's I get the green one.
Yeah, so sometimes purple, sometimes pink. Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Those are friendship hearts.
Those are friendship.
Those are friendship
hearts.
We
have emoji expert, Mr.
Mr. Rook.
Nah. These are just like they're trying to push positivity. Like, we're your best friend. We're your online companion.
Rook.
Yo.
I send a heart to someone because he told me a Eid Mubarak message, right? I sent him a red heart. And then he sent me like a purple heart. And he says, yeah, don't send the red heart again. I was like, why? He said, because it's gay. He said the red heart is gay. So
gay means what? Happy?
It can mean many other things, but I don't think he meant happy. He meant something else.
Slang. I think he meant it in slang terms.
He said, don't send me a red heart. He said, only a woman should send a red heart to a man or a man to a woman. He said, a man shouldn't send it.
Maybe it's too mean, Like some people, they have their own definition of what emoji mean. They interpret the emoji differently.
Yeah, I don't understand this emoji business, honestly.
It's too technical these days. You don't know how to love people anymore.
Yeah. What if someone's like a smoker, he's got black lungs and black heart? Do we send him a black heart now? Because his heart ain't red, so what's the point of sending him a red heart now? Someone's a heavy smoker.
Who decided which color should be used?
Man,
for
know what the worst thing is? Now you can't even use thumbs up anymore.
Why? I
remember one of my friends sending me a message. It was on a group chat, and I just gave him a thumbs up because I agreed. He said, "Are we still meeting at like 3:30?" I gave him a thumbs up. That nigga never showed up.
Yeah, you're swearing at him.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah,
no, because
what is the culture now?
No, because different signals have got different meaning in different cultures.
That thumbs up means I agree with you.
When I came here, I was driving.
Yeah.
And I had to slow down. So somebody can cut me in front.
Yeah.
And he did this. Now, if
The
you do
Italians
this,
do
The
that. Oh,
Italians do this all the time.
now if you do this in South Africa,
Spaghetti.
no, if you do this in South Africa,
Yeah.
it means the guy is swearing at you.
Well, like this.
Yeah.
What the hell? This means like wait. I
Like,
think in
this
here
is-
it means
Yeah, it
wait.
means
This-
have sabr,
No,
have sabr.
this F you up in South Africa. Somebody does this.
It's like you might as well give you the middle finger.
Yeah, but here it means slow down, please.
Sabr.
Slow
Have patience here. Let me pause.
Oh, speaking of middle fingers, I have a question for you, Rosh.
Go ahead.
You had 6 fingers, right?
Yes.
Please
Like,
show them, please show them, show
can you
them.
show the audience? It is true. You were born with 6 fingers, right?
Yeah, I was
That's a
born
very
with
unique.
6,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
and
yes.
and they, so when you put the middle finger, which one is the middle finger?
Those days. I was still young.
Because if you have 6, clearly this is not the middle finger now. 'Cause
Yeah.
You've got one more. So which one
Yeah,
would
yes,
be?
about both of them
Which
like
one?
that.
So you have to like combine the two to make it a middle finger.
No, because
that.
because I used to like numbers, so I could count and they say for me to get the middle finger, so I take say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I took this 2. and,
That's the middle finger. Getting it like, hey.
it's like when you look. It's like when you.
That's the most unique middle finger in the whole world.
And probably the biggest as well. Man,
It's like the first one you show a middle finger, say, no, not that one, move. And then I move the second, I say, no, that's one. Those two
they
can
got
be.
it.
Is there nothing in between? I said, no, they're all middles. I said, okay, it's the same as looking for median in a data, you know. Have to take the middle one, the 2 middle, you add them together, you divide them by 2.
But in case if the
Your maths
audience,
teacher side is coming out, man.
yeah, in case if the audience,
But did I answer your question?
No, you still haven't, because some of the audience might think we're joking. The question is, did you actually have 6 fingers, like literally?
Did I actually show people my middle finger?
No. Did you have 6
Six
fingers? Like,
Yes, I told you this. 1, 2.
and what'd you do? You cut them off with a knife? Like, what'd you do?
No, at the hospital they tie it up with a string.
And then?
And then there's no blood flow into the thing.
And then eventually it dries off and
it
falls
dries
off.
up and fall off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you cut them? You could have kept them. You know, you'll be unique. Man would.
Nah, but as a kid,
No, as a kid, you know, when you go to school and the people pick on you and say, hey, the guy with the middle.
with a big middle finger.
I see.
You know, you look like alien. You know, you look like you belong to a certain
a different race.
different planet. Or maybe you have some witchcraft in you or some...
Yeah, you know.
By the
you
way,
know-
Rush, was this like genetic? Like, do your forefathers also have the 6 finger, or was it just you?
Just me.
Just you. No one else. None of your siblings.
None of my siblings was born with 6 fingers. They said this is an extra...
What about your toes? Did you have an extra toe as
No,
well?
no.
Just fingers, yeah.
just
Because I've
fingers.
met someone else with the extra, but they only had it in one hand. So for you to have it in both hands, it's quite rare.
Yeah, the both hands.
No. I think there's a friend of mine. In their family, there are like 5 or 6 of them.
And they all have 6?
I think 3 or 4 of them they all
Wow.
have. Yeah.
Wait,
But
is
they never
TikTok,
cut.
is this a TikTok friend or a real friend?
It's a real one.
Oh, so you only make
Yeah.
friends with people with extra fingers. You don't make friends with people with, like, what, you physically go around looking for people with 6?
I'm trying to reminisce this whole thing of me try to deal with my disability and the other person.
Man, come on, it's
Man,
not
I
that.
wanna
What are you
call it
talking about disability?
man.
It's
This is
an advantage.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's an advantage, man.
Is it advantage?
Of course.
Yeah, it's extra.
Yeah.
I mean,
like-
if you're a
gives you
farmer, and
more grip strength.
you're more grips. If you're trying to catch chickens, you go for the chicken. You miss, the other finger can just hook onto the chicken. You know.
No. These extra ones, they never had bones in it.
So it's just an extra piece of.
There's an extra
like a
piece of
mole.
flesh attached to a bone. So the bones begins from there to there, and then it turns into a flesh, and the flesh is the one that's attached to the rest of.
So it's
the,
useless. You couldn't do anything with it.
Is it useless?
If you close your wrist,
Yeah.
can that finger like move? Can they say like come here? Like, you know, just imagine a little come here. That would be such a imagine like you tell someone come here with a closed fist. Come here. Like that's unique. Are you able to do that?
I can't take it seriously.
Come here.
Seriously.
Come here. You.
No, I used to do this, and then my small finger does come here. No. You couldn't control any. There was no any.
There's no muscle
to control it. So like earlobes.
Okay.
Very much like earlobes. But why we talk about my many fingers? You know what? Did you have extra nose or extra eyes or?
I mean, I can't expose that. The audience has to wait, you know, for the face reveal. I'm not gonna expose if I have an extra nose or an extra brain, because people do tell me I'm extremely smart. So I must have another 2 brains.
How many people?
More than your TikTok friends. More than the 1,000 TikTok friends you have.
If 15 people of your family tells you that you have extra brain, that's a small number,
Hold on. 15. Tell me more. I think 15 is a big number. If 15 people tell me I'm good looking, I must be good looking.
My mama thinks I'm beautiful. My mama thinks I'm pretty.
I have 15 real friends or your 1,000 fake TikTok friends? Which one?
Doesn't matter.
Because I have real people telling me to my face, like, mashallah, you're intelligent. Where you can do anything on TikTok and thousands of people tell you, oh, you're so smart.
They'll clap for you.
Clapping. You don't know who's being sarcastic. You don't know who's being real.
Why your voice has changed? Like I heard something like...
Because I'm offended.
You say, why are you so smart? Why your voice has changed? Is that how they speak? Your friends? None of them speak like, oh, you're too smart, like with a big voice.
I was trying to make more like a, like a realistic sound.
This happened to be a female.
No.
Relatives.
I don't have female friends.
Female relatives.
Yeah, I do have female relatives.
They say you look sexy or you have extra brain?
I think they do say I'm a good looking guy, Depends on which lens they're looking at me through, I'm good looking during the nighttime because they can't see me properly. So everyone, when they look at me at nighttime, they say, yeah, you're a good looking fella. During the daytime, opinions vary. So it depends.
And how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel...
To have people in your family tell you that you have extra brain. But you know what? There's one thing here I want to point out. If your family members and your friends tell you you're so intelligent,
yeah,
that means they're more intelligent than you.
Because they recognize your intelligence.
Because they qualify to know who is the most intelligent. What? The fact that your teacher can tell you this student is going to do very well. He's teacher, so he knows. He's a teacher, so he knows.
He sees the potential.
Yeah, he's got the capacity. He's qualified to say.
What if a teacher doesn't know what's the right answer? So every student that answers, he says, that is very smart. Well done. Because he doesn't know what the real answer is. So anybody who answers, he's telling them, you are intelligent. Well done. What if the teacher itself doesn't
Positive reassurance. And by the way, sometimes we do that just to fake it.
There's something
because we can't insult them.
Compound ignorance. Some people think they're the most intelligent and their family are more intelligent, but they're ignorant. They all don't know.
Like your family members.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. In the comment section, they're going to butcher you. They're going to butcher you in the comment section. But okay, guys, I think let's talk about a topic today. This discussion has inspired me to think of a topic. Let's talk about friendships. Real friendships versus fake friendships. Let's talk about that.
Real life or TikTok friends.
Let's talk about that. Like, Mr. Rush, before I even jump into friendships, you have 1,000 friends on TikTok.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
Popular, Mr. Popular.
Yeah. Some of your weekends are quite lonely. You're watching things alone.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question, why are you so lonely even though you have 1,000 friends?
I think we need to differentiate between being lonely and being alone. Are you talking about being alone or being lonely? Because being lonely is a feeling. Being alone is a number. Mm-hmm. I might be lonely. I might be alone, but not lonely.
Oh,
so you're hitting me with these deep philosophical.
Yeah, so you need to step back and rearrange.
That's like someone being amongst friends but feeling lonely. They're like 20 people in a room, but I feel lonely. I can't connect with no one.
I feel lonely.
So lonely is.
Or you could be alone but not feel lonely.
Yes.
You can be alone
but not feel lonely.
Yes.
Mm. So are you alone by choice? Or is it because your TikTok friends are, they're just pixels?
No,
they're not real.
Leave TikTok friends alone. And let's talk about the real friends. TikTok friends can also be, real friends can also be part of your TikTok friends.
But they don't make up the bulk. They don't make up the majority. Because majority are just pixels. They can be bots.
Why you pick on TikTok? What about Facebook? What about Instagram?
Because I went through your Facebook. I didn't see like the thousands that you had on TikTok.
Because I don't have Facebook.
You don't have Facebook?
No.
You have Instagram though, right?
Yeah, but I registered by mistake.
What do you mean you registered by mistake?
Because I never use it.
So you just clicked on it, you signed in, and you just
And it
left
was all
it.
by
And then I want to
mistake?
delete it. I couldn't delete it, so it's still there. So if you can help me to delete it, I'll do so.
I'll help
No
you.
problem. So are you part of the Gen Z generation? Because you do use TikTok quite a lot. Are you part of this like Gen Z generation? Do you keep on posting your updates every day? Like, hey, look at me, guys. Like and subscribe, share. Are you part of that generation?
What is it, Gen Z?
I was just about to ask you that.
So people were born between 1980.
I think it's
I think if you go to 1980, that
Gen Z.
86
No.
86 to-
Gen Z are the generation that are born into the smartphones and the social media. and all that they-
There's the age bracket.
Yeah.
It's not about being born into iPhone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but,
but that
mentally, are you
includes-
part of that generation as well? Do you get affected by social media like that?
No. I'm Generation X.
Yeah, but mentally, you do post a lot on TikTok. You know, you follow, you keep on commenting like, follow me back, I'll follow you. You're going in there 24/7. You know, you get excited when you get more followers and more friends.
Notifications.
Do you usually go to your friends and say, hey, how many friends have you got? And they say, I've got 5. You say, well, I've got 1,000.
By the way, I didn't know how many people follows me until you told me.
1,123, I believe.
So I didn't check. That shows me that I don't.
He doesn't do it for
Would you consider them your
followers.
friends?
Yeah, some of them, yes. Some of them we know in real life.
No, I'm not talking about the ones you know in real life. What about the others, like the online people? Would you consider them friends?
I don't know.
What about you, Rook?
Yo.
Do you consider your online followers, your online friends on Facebook, your true friends?
Definitely not, man. I wouldn't even consider some of my colleagues my friends, and I see them every single day of my life.
Whoa.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Whoa. What about us? We're your colleagues.
Mr. Rush taught me something a long time ago. We are colleagues within colleagues. I don't know if you have friends.
So we're not friends.
Mr. Rush, do you have any friends? Watch this. I'll answer your question by his answer.
We are acquaintances.
Astaghfirullah. So we're not friends.
You talk about we, like you and I?
Yeah, us three.
No, wait, I have another question. Do you have any friends in Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Oh, la. Last time
he said no.
He said no.
He said I have no friends.
So last time, when was the last time?
Just a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks
So
ago.
things do change. You want me to say the same?
Okay, how long have you known us? How long have you known us? More than 2 weeks?
Plus minus.
4 years.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
years, yeah. So 2 weeks ago you had no friends.
And 2 weeks you found a new friend. This guy.
Exactly. No, of course I have friends, man. These guys, I count them, consider them one of my best friends.
But do you consider your online followers and others, or the people that always comment under your post even when you post something that's not funny, lol, with like 1,000? Do you actually think they're laughing and showing their true emotions, or is it just?
I think no. I wouldn't consider their emotions not to be real, but I do have love and I appreciate the love that they give me. But I wouldn't consider them part of my friends. I think it's a false.
But isn't it superficial, some sort of? Because I do see some people next to me.
Yeah.
Like in school.
Yeah.
They'll be watching something and then I can see them going. Their fingers are just keep on pressing the same buttons.
Yeah.
But they don't have no facial expressions. It's like. I
think it's in it.
And then they press pause, and I'm like, yo, where's the laugh? Or is there going to be a delayed laugh? Like once he posts it, he's going to go. I don't see none of that. So sometimes when I see that, and then I see people posting comments for me, and I'm like, hold on, are they just doing it just because everyone else is doing it? Is it like superficial?
Maybe they're just losing their facial expressions. I don't know. Maybe they do find it funny. Maybe they do, but
maybe it's the new Gen Z reaction. You know, they're laughing inside. They don't show it.
Maybe because I think they've watched too many funny videos. Because now the exposure of social media is scary.
Yeah, but even if you watch something too much, the reaction that you're giving out with the comments, it doesn't match the energy that they have in real life. Like you see people writing "lol."
I think it's to do with lack of communication in real life, so they forget how to show that emotion anymore. Maybe the laughter isn't there in their real life, so they don't know how to laugh anymore. Maybe the companionship, as you mentioned before, we were talking about, you wanted to mention companionship. Yeah. Maybe that friendship, companionship is not there anymore. So this is their way of laughing by staying silent, by ha, is them laughing. Or but the online version of laughing.
Could it be that because everyone else is laughing in the comments, they have this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out? So everyone's writing "lol."
So
like
now I have to join in.
He has to join. Like his friend commented with 7 O's.
So now I have to beat him with 8.
Maybe I have to beat him with 8 O's now. Lol. Comment. You know, because I remember. Do you remember MSN?
Of course.
Like I remember the MSN days.
MS-DOS.
Yeah, in that time when you said something funny, like the person would say LOL, laughing out loud.
Yes.
And that used to be like, when you're laughing, LOL.
Yes.
And then slowly it evolved to capital caps, like LOL,
Yes,
when it's extremely funny.
TBN.
What's
TBH.
Oh, to be honest.
To be honest.
So it started off with like LOL, just one O.
Yeah.
Then into caps, LOL.
Yeah.
Then they added 2 O's now, LOL. Lol. Now it became like, now I see comments like, I swear,
what's
with
so
like
funny?
100 O's.
Back on in the teenage days, because we grew out of MSN, now we move on to the Messenger and BBM. So a time came where people used to get offended by just writing LOL.
Yeah, because that
So
was
they
like,
that felt like an insult.
that was like sarcastic laugh.
Yeah,
Now,
like
if
you wrote,
wrote-
like a lowercase LOL was an insult. Like if
Yeah.
someone used to do that to me, I'm like, don't jack to me again.
Yeah, why? It's not fun. My content's not funny no more.
Exactly,
Or my
like,
post-
I want-
that's so.
You know,
yeah,
I want to see the ha ha ha. I want to see the lol. I don't want to see the LOL.
Yeah.
I was chatting to a relative who is happened to be half my age.
Okay.
What's that like?
So my
17?
age.
Half my age. So she's in the 20. You know.
Oh, you're giving away your age. You're giving away.
Come
your
on,
age.
come on, man. You have fans here, man.
You got kids that can do maths now. They got calculators. They could go half away. They could just double that and then guess your age.
Right. So this was conversation, greeting, back, da 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 da, and then I started to see TBH, and then so these abbreviations started from TBH da 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 with the sentence, and later on there was nothing. It was just one after another. LOL. Da, da, da. So I decided, okay, let's play this game.
Yeah.
So I framed my own
Abbreviation.
abbreviation now. So tomorrow I'm going to town. So T
And
G T T.
Yeah, T.
So I put the T G G T T T.
And they wonder
And then
what the hell is that.
then I went to write the second sentence, and I put my own, and then I put like this much of a message, and she was, "What is this?" so
That laugh was like, stuck in a game. Game one.
the funny thing, this guy never laughs like that for our jokes. This guy's a selfish laugher.
He laughs at his own jokes, That laugh was stuck in game one. Went to game two.
So anyway, she was so upset about this whole thing, and she said those abbreviations don't even make sense because we never use them.
Yeah.
I said okay, so I don't use TBH and all of that. So let's go to the normal writings now.
Yeah, back to square
And
one.
then she got upset and she said, "You're boring." And then she got.
He's talking gibberish every sentence he's writing. Oh man, it's like a Morse code. They
She was torturing me. She was torturing me with this TBH.
Yeah.
LOL.
Oh my god.
But this is today's
MOG.
generation. One of the fans commented last night.
Yeah.
Like the best trio, I think he wrote ISWTG. I'm like, whoa, is that?
the flip is
like,
that?
I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, is this something I should delete? Because maybe it's a swear word. So obviously I put out ChatGPT to the side. I said, what is ISWTG? ChatGPT goes, oh, that means I swear to God.
What?
Oh?
Yeah, ISWTG means I swear to God. I was like, whoa.
Yo, that's new.
Yeah, I was so
That's
far.
new.
I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, so the new generation, they've moved away. Like, back to the main point. Talking about friendships.
Yeah.
Studies have shown that Gen Z are the most loneliest generation ever, yet the most connected. Because we weren't that connected back in the days. Like, we would see each other in school, and once you go home, that was it. There was no mobile phones. We couldn't text each other. There was like MSN was there, but not everyone had a computer to go use MSNs. But we still had that social life. Like, we would meet up in school, after school, go
After
home,
school,
next
man,
day.
oh.
Today, these kids, they know what the other person is doing every single
Second of the day.
second of the day, because they Snapchat, they're recording their whole lives. Yet these people are the most loneliest and the most depressed generation. I wonder why, even though they're connected with everyone, why are they so lonely?
Probably because of Mr. Rush not speaking to them. bullying them.
I think connectivity is a new area of studies that is coming into practice.
I think it's over connectivity.
Because people, they know what happened in Sydney while they're here.
Yeah.
Or what happened in other countries far away from where they are, because they're connected, probably have friends, and these friends have got some form of, internet. And
But you just mentioned they have friends. So why are they lonely then? Why are these kids so lonely? Like, you see them, even though they have so many online friends, they're connected with so many people, they feel lonely. When you ask them, like, now there's this thing about friends and true friends.
Yeah.
Because nowadays it was fake friend and a real friend. So now they say, yeah, mister, I have this many friends, but I only have 2 true friends. So I'm like, okay, so if you only have 2 true friends, those are the only friends you have, because the others are not really friends. So what if you can you give the Gen Z audience some advice? What is actually a true friend? What conditions need to be met for someone to be your true friend? Can you spit some wisdom, please, Mr. Rush? Like, I just want you to spit some wisdom.
I think a true friend or friends, 1 or 2.
It depends.
A true friend is he who celebrates when you succeed in something.
But a fake friend can also celebrate with you when you succeed.
Lol, ha ha ha.
Like, he could be there, like, because when you're succeeding, he's leeching off you.
A fake friend celebrates when you succeed.
He can be part of the celebration, even though his celebration is not real. Like, he can be there as well, celebrating with you.
Yeah.
He's trying to leech off you.
What about when you lose loved one? They sympathize with.
Also in the hard times.
Yes, they sympathize.
Yeah. That I agree with. In hard times, you tend to only.
And also, a true friend helps you when you are trying to achieve something. So he's pushing you towards that which you set.
So he's not competing with you. He's trying to help you.
Yeah, inspire you, pushing you, try to get you there where you want to be. That's a true friend.
What else?
I think the most important thing is to cut you off.
Three.
It's also very important to give them the real facts as well. Some people, they big up their friends, but that will lead them to their downfall.
Like, give them the bitter truth.
Give them. You have to be. You have to criticize their every move as well. Not their every move, but so they don't embarrass themselves in front of others. I think that is the most important thing.
Constructive criticism.
Criticism for sure. Because I think a lot of fake love is also given now. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Knowing that you're gonna embarrass yourself or do something that's gonna embarrass you. Something's not good for you. Yeah, that's true. Because
I think I need that in my life more than people who support me.
Yes, man. People that are just cheering you on.
Yes, man, they exist everywhere. But no one's going to give you the real fact. Hey, man, don't dress like that. Or don't walk like that.
Or don't say this.
My parents have been doing that for a long time. But I haven't met anyone that criticized me the way you would, for example. The way Mr. Rush would sometimes. I think we're missing that more. That's why we have so many depressed people. They do silly things. The whole society laughs at them. They're like, but that's what you wanted from me.
They think they're laughing with them, but they're laughing at you.
Exactly. And then that will kick in after a week, maybe after a year. And then people fall into anxiety, depression, because they embarrass themselves. Yeah.
And also, that's an interesting point you mentioned, because if you look at social media today, if someone was to post something that is not with the trend, or if you do something and you do something embarrassing, and everyone's laughing, ha ha ha, so funny, and someone tells you, hey, don't do that, you look silly, or that's rude, or that's disrespectful, automatically you're gonna think that's the enemy.
Exactly.
This is the issue with Gen Z. Any constructive criticism they get, they take it as a negative.
They take it personalized.
We were taught from a young age, like, that's all we knew from your parents, your cousins. You had friends that will tell you, hey, don't do that, that's not good. That's bad for you. Where today, if someone tells them, hey, don't do that, that's bad, they're going to say, oh, you're boring, or you're not my friend, you don't want me to have fun. Another
thing is, back when we were younger, we used to sit and amongst our cousins, amongst our uncle, amongst elders. So, this companionship has been falling apart because of the older generation as well, not pulling their youngers inside.
Not connecting with the younger, just
leave them to their tablets and their phones and leaving them with their games. But that uncle time, that sitting in a cafe with the men outside, sipping that tea, you knew how to act in front of them.
Yeah.
And if you were acting silly, they would correct you. They would give you a slap in the face. Hey,
Yeah.
why are you embarrassing your father for?
Yeah.
That's not how they raised you.
Yeah.
I think that is missing in our society.
Yeah, and that's what's isolating these Gen Z.
Yeah.
Because they are just confined to their pixel friends and their and social media and in this thing of FOMO. So they're doing what everyone else is doing, rather than actually sitting down and doing the things that they want to do with their actual friends.
Because if you see your local Somali, Sudanese or Arab uncle, I'm talking about London here, he's walking down, you will never see him depressed.
Yeah, because he's got, even though he's
every
got one
weekend,
friend
yeah.
or two friends, those are his real friends that he can rely on.
Every single day after Maghrib, they'll be sitting down, having tea, talking, discussing life.
Yeah.
And letting all that negative energy flow out of them.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we don't. I have an interesting story. So I had a friend who suffered from this social media hype.
Yeah.
So every time I would tell him something, he would say like, no, I've got this many friends. He used to hang around with people in the weekends, go out with different groups of people. So he used to tell me like, yeah, I'm making new friends. I said, no, you're not making new friends. You're just having associates that are just hanging around with you because they're getting something from you.
Yeah.
The minute they can't take something from you, they're going to ditch you. And that's not a true friend. That's a leech. Someone who's just leeching of you because they're benefiting from you. Mm-hmm. So he said, no, I do. So I said, how about we do this experiment? How about you message all these people that you consider friends, the people that you go out with on the weekends, and tell them, hey, I need money. Can you give me £500? Mm-hmm. I need it for a family emergency. I said, now you will see how many true friends you really have. And the person did that. I think he messaged 15 to 20 people. I think only one person got back to him, and that was his own cousin.
So are you saying money is a major?
No, I'm not saying no. Money's not. This test is just to show that your true friends are there when things are hard, when there are hard times, not just good times. Because in good times, hey, let's go out. Let's go out to eat. Everybody wants to go out to eat. Hey, I need help. Can you help me fix up my wardrobe? I'm busy.
What if your real friend is broke?
No, but again,
He can't help you financially.
But at least he won't make an excuse. He will say, "Hey, I will do this for you, or I can do this." How about I asked this other guy. I have a cousin or I have a friend. If you're broke, doesn't mean everyone else around you is broke.
You go extra mile.
He will go an extra mile. He'll give you other solutions. Well, as a fake friend, sorry, I can't help you. Or sorry, I don't have it. That's it. There's
because
no other.
I know who he's talking about. We were part of the same circle, and at that time we were in university, so everyone did have some type of money coming in. It was a flow. They used to go out every day, and all these people that he's talking about, they used to go out every single day. They used to go and eat in these fancy restaurants. And then you don't have even enough or offer like even 20 or 30 pounds.
Even something. They outright refused, and then they stopped communicating with him. Yeah. Just because he asked that. What kind of friendship is that? And then that's when he realized, actually, a friend, there was people that he was neglecting, that he knew for 10, 15 years, just because he was having more fun with these people. But then he realized when times get tough, those guys, the guys you've known for, they are gonna be the ones that are they're gonna climb roofs just to get to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what Gen Z are missing. They don't have those guys that they can rely on. They don't have those friends that they can rely on. All they have is this social media pixel friends.
Are you talking about the Gen Z who suffer from loneliness, or you talk about Gen Z in general?
No, Gen Z as a general. I'm not talking about just Gen Z who are.
I think they're all, if they accept it or they don't accept it, or they are all lonely. They are missing real companionship. I see it amongst my students. I see it. I've been seeing it amongst my cousins, my younger generation cousins. I see it in them. They'd rather stay at home. My parents used to drag me indoors.
Yeah, don't be outside too much.
Don't be outside too much. I said, climb out of the window. I've broken my legs too many times climbing out the balcony.
Yeah.
Now, that was because I wanted to be with my friends.
Yeah.
I wanted to spend until Maghrib with them. Now, the new generation, they don't even know how to communicate with each other. There's no emotional intelligence anymore.
Yeah.
They can't see me as so their father or their uncle are not in a mood to talk. They can't see that in their face.
Yeah.
They'll go and annoy them regardless. Oh, but I need this, but I need that.
Yeah, the emotional intelligence
they can't see if someone is upset or not upset. Let me give them that.
Yeah, it's like an emoji reaction.
Yeah, reaction.
It's a real life emoji.
Yeah, they can read an emoji better than a facial expression.
Yeah.
Or maybe we have to write essays now with the abbreviation as well.
Like
So
the
they
whole
can
exam
understand it.
abbreviation.
Yeah, all the,
Just give them a thumbs up, thumbs down.
instead of a long sentence,
Just all
say
abbreviation.
TBH, OMG,
LOL.
LOL, TDDDD.
Yeah, but like, you know, so that's why I asked this question in the beginning. When I saw you with 1,000 followers, I was like, damn, Rush has got 1,000 friends. Or does he consider them friends? Or is he just using them for the likes?
No, people, they keep sending, maybe you post something that is, they're interested and they follow you. Some people, they follow you so that you can follow back.
But they're not, they're just using you, basically.
They just use it.
Like-
Also, some of the, most of these, but by the way, I got Illuminati guy who wanted me to, you know, to aid him, follow me back, you know, sort of.
What'd you do? Did you block him or?
I block him. I learned how to block people. I deleted. And then I got.
How did you know he was Illuminati? Did he have a picture with a one eye and a triangle?
And then I got
Like-
Elon Musk. I don't know if he's a real, he's a fake.
Nah, man, you got.
Yes, I swear to God. I got
Yeah,
Elon Musk, all the videos about him, all the pictures about him.
Hey, he's only got 20 followers. I think it's real.
You remind me of my auntie. So one of my auntie, she said she once sent a message to the group. She said the Queen of England followed me. And she's saying, wow.
She's dead already.
Like, she's saying the Queen of England followed me. Oh my God, like, you know, she's invited me to Buckingham Palace. Like, my auntie's so happy. Like, the Queen of England's followed me. So I was like, So I go on that account. I'm like, can you share that account? She shares the account. I click on it. It's got like 27 followers. That's it. And she was so happy that the Queen of England followed me. Yeah. I don't think Elon Musk is going to come to a guy called Rush and follow you, request to follow you. What's Elon Musk going to do with you?
Yeah.
Unless you're hiding something.
And Illuminati? What about them?
I think the government is planning something. If Elon Musk and Illuminati
you're following you,
I think the
maybe
government is planning something.
Maybe he's got blood diamonds, you know, in South Africa.
The Illuminati start to read about, do you have a problem in your life? You want to earn big cash?
Yeah, follow us.
Follow us. We'll take you through to a program where you can be, you know, successful and all of that. I think delete.
No time for that.
So I'm still thinking about what you said earlier, being alone and lonely.
Yeah.
Now, my final question to you is, are you alone or are you lonely?
Depend.
So you're both?
Yeah, because being lonely, the state of mind. Sometimes when you have done everything, and you are, for example, when I came here, you know, there was a time when I felt lonely.
I was there. What are you talking about? You don't consider me a friend?
No, you're not here yet.
You don't have other friends?
Remember, you
Best
came
friends?
after.
You don't have other friends?
Best friends?
So the point I'm making is, when you move to a new place and you have left your friends or your relatives back home, you try to connect with the community, with people. That's a time when you...
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough, actually, coming from South Africa to here, leaving your friends, your family, your hair, everything behind in South Africa, coming to Saudi, hairless, friendless. It can be very tough. I understand.
Yeah.
I had like one less of that problem. I left my friend and friends, but I came with my hair. So I was okay.
Hey, you came with your friend too.
Oh yeah, I came with a very good friend, my best friend.
Best friend.
You know? So it was easier for me.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So can you please tell the subscribers and no, I want you because you have 1,000 followers. So can you please tell your 1,000
your
friends,
fan base,
your fan bases to
They're
like
not my
and
real
subscribe and
friend.
share.
They're not my real friend.
No, don't.
Hey, don't say that, man. You can lose that 1,000.
Hold on, guys. Don't say that. You want them to like and subscribe. So
Yeah.
So tell your
Do I
tell
tell
your
them
best
even if
let's
they're
do this
not?
again. Let's do it. So can you tell your 1,000 friends?
Guys, after this video, I know you're following us. You're for real. After this video, please, first and foremost, subscribe,
And
likes,
and follow,
comments. You can view later.
and
share-
purple
and
hearts,
share it.
and purple hearts. Oh, you asked for purple hearts, not red hearts.
Purple hearts?
Yeah, no red hearts.
No red
Can we
hearts.
have
Why
purple
not?
hearts, please?
Yeah, why not? They're gonna explain why not.
Because it's gay, you know. Don't sell red hearts.
Yalla,
'cause it's
assalamu
gay.
alaikum, so I can take-
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Whoa. Did you just snap a picture?
Selfie.
He took a picture of you. He took a picture of you.
Selfie.
I don't consent.
Selfie.
That's the second picture. That's the second.
Three.
It's a street.
You watch cartoons a lot, eh?
To be honest, this is actually one of Mr. Anon's far relatives. He used to scream.